Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be showing a video on wedging. Like you see, I have a ball of clay, a rather big lump of clay over here, and what I've been doing is I've just been patting the surface with a significant amount of pressure, just so that whatever air pockets are there on the outer surface, just kind of removes or goes away. Currently, wedging is ideally, it helps when it's done on a porous surface. It rather gives you a little bit of friction to work against. So I have an unpolished wooden surface over here. You can also use a canvas sheet, a stretched out canvas sheet on your table, and that will work perfectly fine. But don't work on anything which is sticky or too smooth, like a tile. Those things won't work because the clay is going to stick and you're not going to get the friction to particularly knead your clay. Excuse me. So currently the position that I am actually standing, and this is a ball of clay, and this is going to be a slightly I wouldn't say labor intensive, but it definitely requires a little bit of physical strength in order to do this. So this is it's not a very big ball of clay, but it's not a very small one either. So I'll be making use of both my hands, obviously, for this, making use of this palm in order to push it, this portion to kind of bring the clay forward. So it's going to be in this kind of an action. So I'll just show you how that works. Firstly, I would push it this way. I'd push it forward this way. And you see that there are two depressed marks, rather, just pushed in clay here with the help of this side of the palm. So you can clearly make out that. So once I have that pressed in, I would use this portion of my hand, portion of my fingers, to kind of bring the clay forward and push it back again down. Bring it up, push it back. 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 So what you see here is layers kind of getting formed over here. This almost makes it look like a sheep's head, or whatever head that you want to call it, but yeah, more like an animal's head, where you have something like two eyes that have been formed because of this portion, and then obviously the layers of the mouth or the lip part, which is kind of coming this way. You obviously want to make sure this portion doesn't get way too long, and this portion of your hands kind of control that. So that's how it does. It's almost locking in this position, so you just want to make sure it's done. Now once that's done, you want to bring the clay nice and back together. Make sure there's enough pressure. Pull it back in. We'll make it into a bit of a cylindrical. Now you may want to do that the pressing and the pulling back method a bunch of times before really making it into this shape. Now I've been doing this for a while now, so which is why I'm let's see how it's going to be. So I've made this into a cylindrical shaped log of clay, rather, a wedged piece. I have a cutter here, and let's take a slice and see how you can check for yourself. Thankfully there are no air pockets in this. Slam it down. We'll take another slice. Look for it yourself. You'll be able to test your work this way, and we see that there are no air pockets, really nice and smooth. Slam it down again. Another slice. Slam it down. Slam it down. Oh, okay, see, I actually see one here. Now that's an air pocket. So obviously there's a little bit more wedging that this clay can do with. So this is how an air pocket would ideally look like. So when you have something like this, you don't want to leave it just this way. Slam it so that you get rid of that air pocket, and just make sure, sorry, that was a really loud noise. So you want to make sure that it kind of goes away in that one slam. So just make sure that happens, and bring all of the clay back together. We're done with the clay cutter's job now. Just bring it back this way and wedge it back again, and that's it. You'll have your you can do this a bunch of times. You do this a bunch of times and get the clay back together.